That is so sus, though.
What happened in that Somnium?
I don't know.
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
It couldn't have been Iris. Oh, which is very sus. That does look like it's him. Oh. Why did the killer?
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all 4?
I'm so deeply invested in this story. I hope you guys are too. This is crazy. I can't wait to play this second game, by the way.
The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
Well, maybe I'll just ask Iris, since she knows so much.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Then why was my
see
face
him?
there?
He was...
Me.
I saw your face. The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
I will say that deranged look
So
on you covered in
perhaps,
blood
Mr.
looks
Date,
great.
You are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
Why? He's got a new one. It's unnecessary. He's got a new eye. You don't need to take
I'm
them.
kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
I don't
Of
know. My
course
face
not.
was there.
Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
If I was a very good one.
You
I
interrogated
didn't know.
Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
Oh, okay. Just kidding. Unless...
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memories 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
You're missing your left eye. Were you an almost victim?
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Really?
I don't believe
Really?
that. I don't believe that. Not for a single second do I believe that. Hey, you got anything to say down there?
The sinker does not always experience the somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
Mm-hmm.
When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia. And why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
Red figure.
In the
Was that
Somnium
Iris?
earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal.
Hmm.
Who was he?
I wouldn't know.
I have no idea how she sees this.
I don't
Other
believe
than
there's
she
any
was there.
meaningful connection. Between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Well, where is...
How
Are
can
you
be
it?
so sure?
Are you the original
Because
Cyclops?
I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
Because I can. What? Did the original Cyclops killer die in a fire?
Remember what the boss said this morning.
Or a police
The
shootout?
original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about
Yeah,
it.
you don't know what they
Of course,
did.
they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely.
If the government does that, wouldn't it be to protect someone in the government? They did it, that they would want to have solved it in-house? That seems likely, doesn't it?
It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C. This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier.
Yes, I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Summarize it for me. Okay, I didn't learn anything. Mystery only grew deeper. Yeah, it's very sus.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
Kick the door in. You! What did you see 6 years ago?
Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
Oh yeah, she doesn't know.
There is no point in asking her, Date.
They don't experience it the
The
same way.
subject of a sync does not experience somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
Then what about the Cyclops killer from 6 years ago?
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news. But I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No,
What about
Are
the
you
scene
sure?
of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
Believe you.
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
I'm gonna need you to see a shrink right now and unveil
You
those
can't
memories.
dream of something you know nothing about.
She definitely knows.
Could you take Iris home?
Huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
You cannot decline, Date.
But I want to, because you're sus. Some way or another, you are so sus.
Date, could we make a stop first?
Sure.
No.
Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
You know about that place?
Why the fuck are we going to a bar? You're
Yeah, Mr.
too
O'Hara
young.
took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
Why does she want to go to a
There's
bar?
no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too.
But a bar! She's a child.
All right, sure.
Also, girl, wearing socks with heels, judging. That's almost as bad as wearing socks and sandals. Certain shoes, you could get away with it. Those ones... It's very, very fine line right there. Just wants to be comfortable. Wear sneakers! Don't be
Tessa!
surprised.
Oh, Ota.
You messaged him, didn't you? Oh, I meant to... You called him here?
No, I didn't tell him to come. He just showed up on his own.
You sure? Are you sure about that? He's like, what do you want, bitch? Where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
Wasn't particularly surprised she'd do that. Never thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marbles, so... I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one.
Yeah, the one
You're
you
thinking
bought.
of the
I
one
remember.
dropped in that puddle.
What was that thing about? We know what that
This
thing is
actually
about.
works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing. That you'd stay quiet no matter what.
Of course, going down the other
What were
route,
you
we know
talking
what
about?
that thing is, right? You remember.
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
The Twitter.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
Am I about to get fucking bonked? Oh. God damn it, and I got tasered. Oh my god. I about fucking die. She went offline and we don't know what just happened then. Date, next time you see him, shoot him. Shoot him. I don't remember what time it was before we just woke up. It's 2 a.m. now. But I don't know what time we left. How long was he out?
Where am I?
Head is killing. My memory was foggy. Sudden pain in my neck. Right, because you got fucking tasered. Saw a monster staring back at me. It was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You probably found me on the floor. Uh-oh, why didn't you wake me up?
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
No.
Didn't have a single drop.
You were tasered.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle.
I have done
Just
that.
like the old days.
Oh, wow. Just like the old days. Yikes, Date.
Ota, the boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
Well, they didn't know that I have a computer in my eye, so they...
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
How long was he out? A couple hours, at least.
Date, the boss is calling.
put a warrant out on his
How
arrest
am I
because
gonna
he
report
tried
this
to.
one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Oh, we're back to this again. Okay.
Iris. No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okay, okay.
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
Yes. Jesus Christ.
What's our ETA?
Probably
Our
20
destination
minutes?
is far from here.
30 minutes?
20
Probably.
minutes at the fastest.
Please, please
Oh,
let me
I
make
guess
it in
20
time.
first.
That sick bastard.
Random polar bear that we still don't know who the fuck that is.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota.
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
Alright, so we pretty much know how this goes. But I'm curious as to what could be different. What am I missing? You know? Okay, we end up here. Well, do you think I'll be able to do something different? Nope, she's still there.
No, it can't be.
Oh yeah, they sure are. Oh fuck. Okay.
Stop.
Oh. Oh fuck, they're not being stopped. 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 Ah! Oh. Oh.
No!
Fuck. Oh. Oh. So it's not the same ending every time. Ooh. This is not good. What? The bear. Ota?
Ota.
Oh fuck, they're both dead! They get a polar bear. Oh, it's a costume. You think an actual polar bear was committing the crimes? Why is Date in this room?
There you are. Finally.
I guess he
looking
just
all
needed
over for
time
you.
by himself. Fuck, both of them died. Shit. Oh.
It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks?
You should really
Ota
stop following
Matsushita
that.
is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide. Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those three murders were definitely executed by the same person.
Very
the
true.
new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Why would he want to kill him?
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it,
It doesn't, though.
making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
And he would have no incentive to kill Shoko either.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
But they were
That's a
divorced.
stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
Yeah. He was also behaving odd.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream. If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
That's a crazy way to die. There are easier ways.
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
That's very true.
There are some additional discrepancies.
Uh-huh.
I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
And then cut in half.
I am.
Apparently that was part of him that was not cut in half.
Oh, I know that.
Well,
Ota could have stabbed himself. Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
That's a
then
stretch.
shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on.
What?
Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
That's ridiculous. No one
Well,
would
I
do
wasn't
that.
being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Okay.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice-cutting machine. And then...
Finished them all.
Then, who is the culprit?
I wish I knew.
I don't know, man.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
He was
He was
casualty.
the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
He just, they just didn't
So
have
let's
time.
focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
Oh.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju.
We already...
Mayumi hated Iris.
We knew that she didn't do it,
think
though.
well of Lemnis Gate either.
Maybe she did do it in this
Since
timeline.
Renju
We
was
don't know.
president. Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him. Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates. And she did say that she met Shoko twice.
She couldn't do it,
But
though.
I can't
She's...
imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way.
Yeah, her own daughter.
No
Also,
matter what
she's
the circumstances
injured.
were, it seems impossible to me.
She can't fully use one of her arms.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris.
Someone targeting
She was
your
good
friends?
friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them.
That's too many.
Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
But this... It seems like this killer is focusing on people close to her specifically. You know what I mean?
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras. But there's no connection to Iris.
And then there was this guy,
Renju, Shoko, and
who's still
So.
alive in this timeline.
There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras. But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
And then there's you, Date.
I know Renju and Shoko.
Look at
and
him,
I'm
he's
connected
so
to
hot.
Iris. But I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No, now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events.
He's like, did I do
If I
it?
start doubting myself now,
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is 0 possibility you are the new Cyclops killer. I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit. To get justice for the victims.
You're
I like how
right.
shiny her lips are.
Got it, boss.
Very nice. She moisturizes, you know that. Okay,